Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Drew, and this is Uncommon Sense. It's just a title I like. This show is about opinions, it's about news, it's about sports. We're going to do a little bit of everything here. The main point is getting opinions out there, kind of seeing who agrees, who doesn't agree, that kind of thing. There's a voice, just a voice. We'll cover other things, things that are going on in the tech world, the automotive industry, some sporting stuff. I'm going to have some guests, some regular guests, some special guests. But overall, we're going to be just talking about topics at large in the world today. Whether, again, it be something like automotive news, making fun of new electric vehicles coming out, for instance, or something about the elections or whatever. I am not a terribly political person because I just get annoyed that people don't want to let other people have their own opinions. So I generally don't get into that. I do have opinions about what goes on in the world around us, and that's the point of this, is so that we can share them and see who's like-minded. Moving forward, today I want to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind for a little while. I want to talk about birthdays and just valuing the people that you have in your life. So, we're going to start with something pretty simple. We're just going to start with birthdays as a general rule. Okay, I don't know how many people are aware of the world around them and how difficult these days it is to, actually survive an entire year in this world, but it's definitely a thing. And birthdays don't get enough. They're a celebration of the person that has managed to survive an entire year to gain that extra number. And in this world, I watch people constantly doing their own thing for their birthday because nobody else wants to celebrate it. Nobody else takes the time to celebrate somebody who isn't them. And it's kind of discouraging. Father's Day, you can take Father's Day or Mother's Day. That is a holiday for all the dads or all the moms. That is not to celebrate a person. That is to celebrate a type of person, the role of a person in your life. I'm a dad. I get to celebrate Father's Day because I'm a father. I don't get to celebrate Mother's Day, even though I'm a single dad and do both jobs. But that doesn't matter. And Father's Day, as important as it is to me that fathers be recognized, I do really, my own personal experience and everything, I do know that that is an important piece of a kid's life, is the father and the role that they play. Not everybody gets that. It is what it is, but it's important. The same with the role of a mother. Those are important things in a kid's life, and they need to be celebrated. But you're not necessarily celebrating that person. You're giving that person recognition for doing their job. When it comes to birthdays, on the other hand, a birthday celebration is to celebrate the person. It's not an event that happened for everyone. It's an event specifically for that person. And that just doesn't happen these days. I was at a birthday party yesterday that, as far as I could tell, looked like a normal, like, dinner and game night with the family. Uh, we had a dessert and ice cream after dinner, and it was a really good dinner. But that would be the only thing that would indicate to me that it was any kind of celebration. Wasn't a whole lot of singing. The only gift given was one that I brought from my mom to this person. It did not remind me of a birthday celebration in any sense, other than the fact that some of the people that were there kept saying, "Oh, well, yeah, it's your day. You decide. It's your birthday." Wasn't a whole lot to decide upon. It wasn't a whole lot of choices given. So, not saying that they got a raw deal. I'm just saying that's a perfect example as to what's not being celebrated. That person should have been celebrated. Who cares how old they actually are? It's about the fact that they've managed to get 1 year older and still be on the face of this earth, still be kicking and screaming through life. My mom's 80 years old, or 81 years old, sorry, as of the end of March, and that was a big deal. I couldn't afford to buy her expensive, extravagant gifts. She's not healthy enough to be able to take on a trip, but it was a big deal, and we made sure that was understood. We celebrated her, because that's what's important. That woman has lived a life. And even if she hadn't lived some huge, crazy life, like she managed to live through another year, that's worth celebrating. Too many people talk about how I wouldn't miss work on my birthday, and too many employers talk about how uh, it being your birthday is not a good enough reason to request the day off in and of itself. I think that I would rather have an employee come up to me and request time off for a long weekend because of their birthday than because they want to get drunk at the lake on Labor Day. I know that I would have a lot more inclination to allow time off when it might be difficult to arrange. In the case of somebody who just really wanted to do something special with their birthday, celebrate it with their family, get out of town, go to a lake where nobody can bother them, go in the mountains where they can't even find themselves half the time. I mean, whatever. But if you want to spend that special day treating it as a special day, I am going to be the last person to try and stop you. Life gets in the way sometimes. Sometimes you wake up on the morning of your birthday to your kid puking all over you because they're sick as all get out. Sometimes you wake up on the morning of your birthday and realize that nobody made any plans and there's no money to do anything. This does not mean that you can't celebrate that birthday. Sure, maybe you don't get to go out of town. Maybe you don't get some big elaborate party or some crazy day of just doing whatever you want. Maybe you don't. But that doesn't mean that you can't celebrate that person. It doesn't mean that you can't celebrate the life that you've managed to hold on to for an entire another year. It's not about presents. It's not about getting things. But at the same time, when it comes to a birthday, giving a gift, no matter what it is, I made a gift. I'm good with my hands. I can build stuff. I made a gift that if you went to a store and could find the type of thing that I made, it could easily cost upwards of $100. Easily. But I didn't have upwards of $100. So I had a design in my head. I had an idea, and I scrounged around, and I found the things that I needed to make that idea happen, and I made it happen. Did they need a gift on their birthday? No, but this is kind of a special thing. It's something that they will always remember. It's something that I made for them myself, and we're not talking about paper mache and a card here. Like the whole ass lighting fixture that I built myself from antique stuff. Pretty cool. I think they think so too. But it wasn't it wasn't the gift itself, it's the recognition that comes by giving them that gift. Hey, look, congratulations. You made it another year. Here's your reward. Also, I care about you, so I want to celebrate that by giving you a reward. Cool thing. Not that hard, not difficult at all. We live in a time now, though, where I see parents acting like kids' birthdays are just no big damn deal. Kids acting like the fact that they've been allowed to spend another year with their mom or their dad or their grandpa or their uncle, their best friend, just acting like that's just the way it is. Yeah, cool, whatever. They're still alive. There's going to be treats. Yeah, no, I'll be there. Party, right? Who's bringing the beer? No, no, man. If you can't call up your people and be like, hey, man, my birthday is like next week. I don't really have anything extravagant planned, but if you guys would like to come over and spend it with me, that'd be cool. If you can't do that, then, I mean, are they really, do they really care? I don't know. I just think that too many people get too wrapped up in the stuff part of it, and they lose track of the real reason for a birthday, the real reason to recognize that. People talk about how much it costs to do so. It doesn't. It doesn't. I spent less than $10 on everything that I needed to build this. I know that I do these kinds of things frequently. I build stuff out of old antiques, make new lighting fixtures, just cool pictures and stuff, decorations. I do it a lot. I'm pretty good at it. But that's just one example. There are plenty of ways. And again, it doesn't even have to be about the gift, man. Write just something nice and heartfelt on a piece of paper, stick it in a card, sign the card. It's recognition and acknowledgement. It's not how much stuff did I get. It's this person cared enough to do something for me. That feels good. Being told on your birthday, hey, yeah, no, I would, but I didn't get you anything, so I'm not gonna come over. Or, yeah, no, man, I'm just too busy to come over for a couple hours for a barbecue that I've known about for 2 weeks. Your birthday is the same date every year, but I didn't see it coming. Those never feel good. Like, it's one thing if your own birthday creeps up on you, and I can understand other people getting busy and, forgetting what the hell day of the week it was. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually forgetting when your birthday is, you know? There's just too much of that. People get too wrapped up in their own stuff. And I don't mean their own events, I mean literal stuff. Like, I want this new phone. I want this new computer. I want this brand new TV. My gosh, look at that $400 cup holder. It lights up. I want that. Yeah. But hey, my best friend's birthday is next week. Yeah, I just spent all my money on a $400 light up cup holder for myself. That's okay. They don't need anything. It's that kind of stuff. Like, man, I listened to somebody's parents while we're at their birthday party stating that they had just started discussing what to get this person or if there was going to be a birthday present. And they had just started discussing this the morning of the person's birthday, as in yesterday morning. Okay, for perspective on that, it's Monday, the 24th. The birthday was Sunday, the 23rd. The actual birthday, not just the party. So on Sunday morning, this person's parents are saying we should start discussing if there's going to be a birthday gift and what that gift will be if there is one. And this is also how they told said birthday girl what was going on as far as their present is concerned. I showed up with a birthday present from my mom, who is not her mom or her aunt or her anything other than the fact that she's my mom. It was 2 boxes of chocolates, y'all. That's what my mom wanted to get her. Mom knows that if she's got a sweet tooth, that's what she wanted to get her. 2 boxes of chocolates. Nothing big. The only damn present that was at this party was from my mom to a woman that I've been with for almost a year. Not to her daughter, not even to her daughter-in-law, or, this was, future daughter-in-law, but still, this is mom wanted to get this person a present because she likes them and it's their birthday. It was not expensive, but it was the only damn one present at the party. My gift, I am afraid I have to admit, I did not get finished on time. I am, in fact, still working on it. Now, I do have it built and constructed. There's just a little bit of a wiring issue that I'm still trying to work out. I didn't say that these things were simple. They are complicated when I build them. They're just easy for me, unless we get a wiring issue that I can't figure out. No big deal, though. But the point that I'm making is I've been working on this gift for almost a month. My mom has been working on, or had gotten her her present like week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and her own parents have just started discussing whether or not, and if so, what that gift may be. No gift from sister or brother, who were both definitely there. Nobody thought to have her daughter, her 2.5-year-old daughter, make a gift for her or take her out to buy one to give her. I mean, other than her 2.5-year-old daughter, when it came to blowing out the candles on the birthday cheesecake, um, I was the only one who even sang happy birthday. I don't think that's acceptable. I don't. I just don't. In fact, out of the people that were there, myself and the little girl were the only two who probably could have been completely understandably not singing happy birthday. I don't know. That's weird. The problem is that I'm not just pointing out one weirdly awkward family. This is becoming a really common occurrence in the world. Why? Why are birthdays not important? Why is fucking Pride Month so important? Why is Juneteenth so important? It's not even like really right. Like, I'm sorry, no. Why is Labor Day more important than somebody's birthday? Why do people spend more time planning and putting together Labor Day weekend than they do a loved one's birthday celebration? Can you tell me that? How is it that a guy will go out to the garage, spend 8 to 10 hours in that garage working on and building stuff, and not consider the idea that there may be a birthday coming up that they could do something for? Why do people do it? I mean, how is it that I watch people spend like $500+ on food and then another $300, $400, $500 on alcohol for 4th of July barbecue, and yet these same people won't spend like $25 on a fucking gift for their own kid? That makes no sense. I can guarantee you I don't give a shit when this country got its independence compared to celebrating another year in the life of someone that I care about. There's no facts or anything on this one, people. This is a pilot episode of a show that we are still working on and figuring out. This is something that I am starting with because last night it just kind of pissed me off. I watched literally a whole ass family act more like the birthday celebration was a total afterthought and kind of an inconvenience, with as much as they bragged about doing this stuff for her in the first place, than something that they wanted to do because they love her and wanted to celebrate her. I don't know. To me, that seems really, really backwards. I mean, they didn't even spend the evening, the dinner, anything talking about her. It was talking about almost everything but her. I don't understand. And like I said, this is the most recent one. This literally was last night. But this is not the only thing that I've seen. This is not the only example of this that I've seen. In my house, birthdays are important. There's recognition there. You can't always afford the greatest gifts. Can't always afford any gifts. Can't always afford to have 12 buddies come over and party all day. But there's not a birthday that goes by that it is not recognized and that it is not understood that those things are important and the person celebrating it is important to me, to us. That's friends, that's family, that's all of it. If I care about you and you live another year in this world, I want to celebrate it. And honestly, we need more of that. It's just another sign of how selfish and how self-serving this world has got. Instant gratification. If I buy you an elaborate gift, it's because I want you to thank me profusely and tell me how awesome I am for buying that gift. It's not because I care about what is going to or not going to make you happy. It's because I want the status symbol of having gotten the best gift. I want you to have something to thank me for every 5 minutes for the rest of your life. That's what we've gotten to. It's like everything has become a status symbol or a one-upmanship contest these days because everyone is more important than everyone else. I know I didn't do anything for your birthday, but that was 3 months ago. It's my birthday now. What are we doing for mine? What do you mean we're not doing anything for my birthday? Well, you know I was busy for yours. That doesn't mean you don't have to do anything for mine. Where's all my gifts? Where's somebody taking me out to a fancy dinner? You know, in the last 20 years, I think I've heard maybe 3 people who got gypped on their birthday actually giving a real reason for getting gypped. Actually saying like, man, I just really wish my friends or my family would have wanted to spend the day together, you know? I really wanted to go to the lake and go fishing. I wanted this, I wanted that. Like, and they get presents and they might even get taken to a fancy place. But what if all they wanted was a damn trip to a cabin in the mountains and nobody listened to that? Spent 3 times as much money on their birthday as they would have if they would have just listened and actually done what the person wanted or their special day. Not sure how hard that would have been, but it seems that these days what you get has less to do with what you really want and what you're really about and more about what somebody thinks is going to look best for them. It's not everyone, it's not everywhere. Well, it is everywhere. It's just not everyone that's like that. But it has become an alarmingly high rate of occurrence where people have gotten to the point where their self-interest and just selfishness as a general rule is so high that there's no room to consider treating somebody else special, even for one day. Just no room for it. Everybody else is too busy trying to be special. Everybody needs special words or special catchphrases or some kind of special designation. But when it comes to somebody's birthday, there's nothing special about that. Oh, you're another year older. How fucking negative are you? Yes, I'm a year older, which means I survived this shithole of a planet and existence for a whole ass 365.25 days. I deserve to be celebrated for that. Thank you very much, good sir. That is what it's about. It doesn't matter how much income the people around you have gotten over that year. It doesn't matter what big things you have or have not done. If you've advanced, if you've stepped back, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you deserve to be celebrated. If you have put yourself in a position in life where you don't have any loved ones around you, I feel like that's kind of your fault. And I also feel like you're the type of person that I'm talking about in a negative light who really doesn't need to be celebrated because they're very, very busy celebrating themselves. Take the time, man. You would be amazed at how much happier people would be if you would just take the time to show them that you're happy they exist and continue to. If you just take the time to say, hey, man, it's your special day. You are a whole year older. You have made it, good sir, good miss, whatever. Don't give a fuck what gender. You have made it this far again. Here we are again. Congratulations. I love you. I'm glad to have you around. Here's to a whole nother year of having you around. How is that difficult? How does that take effort? That did not require any money on my part. Right now, that did not require money. It did not require effort. It did not require effort for me like a dozen times last night to remind my fiance how happy I am that she gets to celebrate another birthday. Did not take any effort, did not require any cash flow or anything on my part to just simply say, thank you for letting me be a part of your birthday. I love you and I look forward to doing this every year. Took nothing. She cried. She thanked me. She was happy. Nothing on my part. Just took zero from me. Didn't exhaust me. Didn't tap me out financially. Didn't make me put myself out there. There's no additional stress or strain on me for doing so, but it made their damn day. It's sad that that's on such a special day with so many people around that that's all it took to make her damn day, but that made her damn day. It's a celebration of the person, man. It's not how much money you've made and what you can spend on them. It's not what fancy stuff they still need in their lives or whatever. It's recognition. It's celebrating. It's say, man, I care enough about you to just be super happy that you're still here on this planet and I'm a part of that. Just I don't these days I see too many people that just don't care enough. Look, man, if you've got somebody that you care about in your life and it's a special day, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's not a birthday. Maybe they've got a parent that passed away and it's the anniversary of that death. That's not special in a positive sense, but it is definitely a significant day. It is a date that realistically for most people, that's a date that should be spent um, with the fellowship of your loved ones or friends or family, whatever. Special doesn't necessarily mean great, but those significant dates, if you will. What is so hard about just being there for somebody, with somebody, you know, to celebrate them, to reminisce with them, to just listen to them talk? Significant dates, special events in people's lives, nobody should have to go through those alone. Nobody should sit there on their birthday or the anniversary of their divorce or what would have been their wedding anniversary um, or the anniversary of the loss of a loved one. Nobody celebrating a promotion, getting a new job as a general rule, a big windfall for the family, something worked out well. These events, these things that happen in people's lives, they deserve to be celebrated. It doesn't take any real effort to acknowledge them, to recognize them, to show that person that you see that you're happy for them or you're not happy for them, you're commiserating with them, but that you see them and you consider them important enough to feel that way about, to recognize, to be there with, for whatever. This is not something that happens in the world anymore. I hear or I see just too much of, if it doesn't benefit me, then I don't care. It's funny, but especially if you have to live with that person, okay? Significant other, child, sibling, whatever. If you have to live under the same roof as them, I think even as a matter of self-preservation, it would behoove you to recognize their special days. How miserable would it be to live with somebody and just understand that they do not give two shits about your life or your special events or anything like that? Like, I mean, it's one thing if you got a roommate that answered an ad on Craigslist or something. That's a little sketchy, but whatever. That's one thing. I don't expect somebody to care about your life just because they live at the same address as you. But family, loved ones, significant others, they should. And it requires nothing, absolutely nothing, to make them feel important. It's not entitlement to expect something on your damn birthday. It's not entitlement to expect something on an anniversary, an important one. It's not being selfish to want somebody to put you first for one damn day out of the year. Not selfish at all. I would never, ever call somebody selfish for that. Now, if you wanted to put yourself before people every damn day of the year, that's a little different. But there is nothing selfish about expecting to get some kind of special treatment or attention on your special day. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, of course, that's not always going to happen because people are people. And when it doesn't, you can't decide that the whole world is your enemy and be a dick, even though that's most likely what all those people who, ignored you deserve. I mean, they might be going through stuff too. Some of those people are going to genuinely come up to you a day or two down the road and be like, Jesus, man, I'm so sorry. I forgot. There was so much stuff going on. I couldn't get out of my own head, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Those people are still going to be there. They're going to say, oh my God, that happened. They're not doing that. They didn't miss it because they didn't care. They had whatever messed up shit going on in their own life and they missed it because of that. That happens. So what? It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being at a birthday party, and if I hadn't been told it was a birthday party, not knowing that I was at a birthday party. Not even close to realizing. I'm talking about seeing people send messages on Father's Day to other fathers and get replies from maybe half of those people. I'm talking about not getting any kind of recognition or well wishes from family on those special days. It's not okay. I don't give a fuck what your opinion on the matter is. If you think I'm wrong, then you are part of the fucking problem. This is a stance that I will not back down on. I will debate. I will give ground. I will come to a compromise in a lot of things. I will agree to disagree in a lot of things. But I'm telling you right now, in this, if you disagree, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong. You are a part of the problem. You are a selfish, entitled prick who thinks that you're the only one who matters. If you don't think that somebody else's special day is special, if you don't think that somebody who is not you doesn't deserve to be spoiled or recognized or whatever, if you can't be bothered to remember a goddamn birthday, with as many devices as we have these days to remember it for you, then you don't care about that person. You don't deserve whatever value that person can bring to your life because you're definitely not returning the favor. It's not a greed thing. I don't expect presents. In fact, I'm just kind of looking around my living room here, and I can definitely tell you that I don't actually see a whole lot of presents that were for me in this room. I do see a lot of stuff that I bought for other people and enjoyed with them because that's what I think is fun. But no, I don't see a whole lot of shit in this living room that I bought for just me. Oh, well, anyway, I guess, I mean, you can buy yourself all your own stuff if you want. You can buy stuff for other people if you want. You can not buy stuff for other people if you want. But the fact is that if you got money to spend and you spend $5,000 on yourself and your, I don't know, kid's birthday is the following week and they get a $20 Nintendo Online gift card or PlayStation Plus gift card or some dumb shit like that, you're doing it wrong. You don't care. That's not what that's about. And it's not the size of the gift, again, but I can't imagine anybody who would watch you spend $5,000 on stuff that is purely for yourself and then a week later give them a $20 gift card for something and be like, wow, you really knew what I wanted and just hooked me up for my birthday, man. So awesome of you. Again, it's not about how elaborate or expensive it is, really. But if you can't be bothered to show someone that you truly value them on their special day, or a day that is very special for them, again, special does not always mean good. But if you can't be bothered to be there, to be generous, to be giving at those times to other people, gladly, willfully, not in an obligatory sense, not hesitantly. It's when you show up to a birthday party with a gift because that's what you're expected to do, it's not what I'm talking about. That is probably you're in, like middle school or elementary school, got invited to a birthday party, your parents got to take you to Walmart, pick up something to take to the birthday party for the kid, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's, it is what it is. But, nowadays, these people are spending upwards of like 40, 50, $60 for a kid's birthday party that is not their child. It's because it's their child's friend, and their child really, really wants their friend to have this cool thing that they know they would love. Now, how is it that that small child can be like, I know that they would really, really love this, and I want to get it for them for their birthday? How do we turn from that into, it was your birthday? Oh, that's cool. Hope you had fun. Or, yes, daughter or son, I know that today is your birthday. We're still trying to decide what, if any, gift we're going to get you. But in the meantime, why don't we have dinner and play board games just like we do 3 other times a week? Because that's special. Nah. And that's a problem. That's stupid. This is something that I will talk about actually frequently in this little venture. And that's people just not giving a fuck anymore about anything beyond themselves. This is a part of that. This is a very, very clear indicator of that problem. And it is a problem. It's a very clear indicator, a very clear sign of the times. When people care about how much you spent. Wait, when you care more about how much you spent on a gift for somebody than the person that you're giving it to does, there's a problem there. You're doing it for status. This has nothing to do with you caring about the person anymore. No, I do it because I want to. Well, if you do it because you want to, and you're not expecting anything in return, then how come you have brought up to me 24 times that you did that only because you wanted to? Recognizing somebody for accomplishments that they've made, and I'm telling you, living a whole ass other year is an accomplishment. But recognizing people on those special days for those special things, it's not just the right thing to do, it's the necessary thing. Why would either of my boys continue to try in school if nobody acted like good grades was important? If nobody acted like that was an achievement, an accomplishment? Why would anybody try, just try as a general rule if the level of recognition they're going to get is to just not be condemned? I mean, if all I'm getting out of the deal is to just not get yelled at, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not going to try shit. I don't care if you yell at me at that point. There has to be a reason, man. There has to be something. And saying stuff like, I just wanted to be proud, or they did that because it needed to be done. They have that job, they got that promotion. Their reward is, ooh, I get more money. Yeah. Yeah, but man, who's gonna recognize them for working hard for that? You're gonna tell me that if you get a promotion, you don't want to celebrate? You don't want to be like, woohoo! Look at guys, I got a $10,000 a year raise. I got more authority. I got the job I wanted finally. You're not gonna want to celebrate that. You're going to be perfectly fine with everybody around you just being like, hey, congratulations, man, and walking away. Like, I don't think so. I mean, everybody wants to feel like they've accomplished something, wants to have that feeling. Everybody. There's nobody in this world that doesn't want to have that feeling. That feeling of being appreciated, of being recognized, of being seen. And I don't mean like, oh, you understand me. That's not the kind of scene I mean. Like, that's stupid. I hate it when people say that. To me, that's understanding somebody. Seeing somebody is when you say, hey, man, you've been at that job for 5 years. I hear that you just got the promotion that you've been looking for. Now you're making 80 grand a year. You get better days off, man. You get better benefits, whatever. Congratulations, dude. Let's go celebrate. Drinks on me. One drink on me. You're richer than I am now. But like, that's a recognition thing. That's congratulations, man. I am happy for you. There's no effort involved in that. That required zero from me. No stress, no strain, no heavy lifting. Fuck, that didn't even cost me anything at that point. Congratulations, dude. I am so happy for you and proud of you for sticking with it and getting what you needed to get. Congratulations, man. Happy birthday. You made it through another year. I'm very proud of you and look forward to having more fun and making more memories on this upcoming year. That costed me $0, 0 cents. And anybody who thinks that that's not where it's at has 0 cents to give. So they should really invest in that because, well, it costs what they've got. No sense. No sense of loyalty, no sense of camaraderie, no sense of dignity or decency, really. I mean, come on. What? You're telling me that when it's your birthday, I gotta go all out and fucking tell you 50 times and make sure I've got you a sweet ass gift and this whole party planned and all that kind of stuff. But when it's my birthday, then like, well, if you wanted to do something special, I guess you should have thought of that. Wait, what? No, no, no. You got zero common sense, bro. You expect me to go all out, but you don't want to do shit for me because it's not your birthday? No, 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 no. The recognition, the celebrating of people, their victories, their special moments, becoming a lost art. It's becoming a rarity. It's becoming a reason to drink. It's becoming a reason to get smashed. It's not what it's supposed to be. Celebrating someone's success as a reason to pour copious amounts of liquor down your throat, get fucked up. You just want to party. Celebrate those around you. Celebrate the lives they're living, the successes that they are having. Commiserate on the defeats, you know? Announce the victories. Proclaim the victories to the world. Yell them from the top of a mountain as loud as your lungs will allow. Celebrate. Be there. Commiserate on the defeats. Or turn a defeat into a celebration, because that can help everybody. Whatever you do, though, all this bullshit of bigger is better or I mean more than anybody else, it's got to stop. And it bleeds into everything, people. This is one example of how this stupid sense of self-importance and entitlement just fucks everything up. And it's dumb. This is birthday parties and events, special occasions. And it even fucks that up. We haven't even gotten into the bigger issues in the world, people. This is birthday parties and special occasions. And your entitlement and sense of self-importance and just selfishness as a general rule manages to fuck up people's lives with that aspect alone. You think that the greater world or the rest of the world isn't incurring greater harm from other ways that this impacts people in other aspects of life? Yeah, no, it is. It's a hard pill to swallow, but people don't care about people anymore. And anybody who says I'm wrong, go ahead and look at the world around you. There is not a statistical fact on this that I could find. There is no empirical, mathematical, or scientific data that shows the world that they're a bunch of assholes. But if you just simply open your eyes, open your ears, and shut your goddamn mouth, you would see how very many people around you have decided that they are more important, and therefore their feelings, their events, their occasions, and their bullshit is more important than anyone else's, even their own children. So, birthdays, events, special occasions, recognition, acknowledgement, celebration, commiseration. Why can't we do it? Why does this fail ever? This should be a zero fail project. There should be no failure in this regard. Now, I get it. You can mess up, man, and be like, oh, they're going to love this, and then find out that they fucking hate it because it's got a bad memory attached to it. Yeah, you screwed up. Hey, you got a chance to do it over, but at least you tried, man. At least you tried. You can be at a birthday party and you give a gift to somebody that makes them cry because there's like a certain sentiment that you didn't know about there. And you're like, oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. No, 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 give me that back. I'm going to take that back. No, no, we got it. I'll fix this. No, no, no. And then you got the guy across the way who didn't get them anything. And they feel like they have a right to talk shit because even though they couldn't be considerate enough to even fill out a card, they're going to talk shit about you because you tried and just, it didn't work right. There was information that you were not aware of, whatever. But this person who didn't do shit to recognize their special day can now talk trash to you because they didn't mess up. I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody gives me a gift, somebody gives me a gift that makes me cry, that makes me sad, that reminds me of something that I'd rather not think about, but they do it with the thought that it would be something that I would really like, and then this other person doesn't give me shit because they didn't give me shit, but they think that they're better because they didn't upset me, I can promise you, every time I am going to value the person who gave me the gift that made me sad. Well, as long as they're sorry about it, didn't do it on purpose. I'm going to value that person and the love and care that they've shown me a lot more than I'm going to value that person who just didn't give me shit, didn't take the time to fill out a card, didn't get the recognition, the acknowledgement, anything like that. They're not cooler because they didn't mess up. They're actually less cool because they didn't even try. That's all it is, people. Just try. Just try. Nobody does that anymore. Not unless it's for themselves. But try. Just try to make somebody else happy. And I don't mean at the cost of your own happiness. That shouldn't have to be a thing. But just try one time making somebody happy that has zero real gain for you, zero benefit. This doesn't make you money. This doesn't get you in bed with a girl, anything like that. Try and do something that makes somebody's day just to make their day. Just try it. You might find that your world, not the world, but your world is a better place when you show the people around you the love that they show you. And when you don't run around showing the other people the hate, there's no harm, there's no cost, there's no anything in just recognizing that somebody is special on their special day. If you want to be treated special all the time, you can go fuck all the way off. But man, if you're special to me and it is your special day, then you better believe you just became the ultimate object of my entire efforts to give a good day to somebody. You are the whole reason I am at that gathering. You are the reason that I have come over. You are the reason that we are at this restaurant. You are the reason. It's not hard. It doesn't cost me anything. I used way less than a quarter of a tank of gas to go to and from that birthday party last night. And to be honest, with the way that everybody else was acting, I am really glad that I was there. Not to sound cocky, I don't think I saved the night, but at the same time, I kind of think I saved the night. I don't know, man. It's weird to me, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for calling out this particular birthday party since it was my fiance's, and I do know that she's going to hear this. But the thing is that I've just spent too much time without all those loved ones that these people get to have. I've spent too many birthdays, too many special days or terrible days all alone. All alone. And it's not right. I know how it feels, and I don't see any reason to make people feel like that. I don't see any reason to just give people the big fuck you, basically. Just care. People care. Just care about shit. Okay? So, again, my name is Drew. This is Uncommon Sense. I am going to sign off for now. Just think about what I've said. Show people that you care, recognize their accomplishments, recognize their special days. It doesn't require money. It doesn't require a whole lot of fucking effort. Just do it. Do it gladly. Don't be obliged. Don't be obligated. Don't feel coerced or cornered into. Do it. Do it with a willing heart and a loving soul. Do it with a smile on your face and a matching one in your heart. Just show people the love, man. This will be an ongoing topic in several future episodes. You will notice that the whole selfish and entitlement and let people be happy thing will pop up in several shows along the way. A little bit more about this. Like I said, there's no real hard and fast format here. What we are doing is we are talking about things just going on in the world around us again. So we covered this briefly at the very beginning, but we're going to be talking about things going on in the world around us. We're going to be talking some about the automotive industry and things that happen, tech news that comes out. I don't know, news. Not a whole lot of that, but personal opinions. We're going to talk a lot about the shit that I see in the world around us and how I feel about it. I will have some special guests. I will have some regular guests. This is not just a solely me thing, but it is a kind of a solely me thing. Look forward to getting feedback. You haters can, take your hate and shove it, because I really don't care. If you love it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. Either way, I don't care. No, that's not true. I do care. Just not going to hurt my feelings if you talk shit. Moving forward, that's kind of my attitude on the matter. I'm going to give my opinions of the things I see around me. My guests are going to give their opinions. We will inform you of new things coming out in the different industries. And hey, football season's right around the corner, my dudes, and we will be talking about some NFL. So, I hope to see you guys in the future. I want you to sit tight, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Until next time, this is Drew. Have fun.